Hello, please confirm you can hear me. You can use the comment section. You can use the chat box. Please confirm you can hear me. Okay. So let's wait for other people to join. I can see only one person here. Hope it's loud and clear enough. Okay, welcome, Shinasa. Thank you for joining. We have just one person on the session. I need more people to join. Do you mind notifying everybody on the group to come and join? I need more people on the live before we can proceed. Good evening, Shinasa. How you doing? Hello, Amara. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for joining. So I'm waiting for the other people so that we can proceed. We have just 2 people out of over 40 on the group. Please notify people on the WhatsApp platform that they should join so we can get started already. Hello, Ijoma. Thank you so much for joining. In the next 1 minute, I'm going to start. I'm starting in the next 1 minute. Please notify other people on the group. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to start right away. The video is recorded, so they can always come back to watch the video. In the meantime, I'm just going to take note of the 3 persons that are on this call. I have Chinasa, I have Amara, I have Ijeoma. All right, so let's get started. So once again, okay, I have Shioma on the group. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so once again, thank you so much for joining this session. My name is Oghenetejiri Ogodo, and I'm going to be your facilitator for today's session. Good evening, Abu. Thank you for joining. So today's session is on choosing the right name for your business. I picked this topic because it's one of the challenging decisions some entrepreneurs make. I hope you can hear me. Please confirm you can hear me. Confirm you can hear me. Amara, Chioma, Abu, please confirm you can hear me. Shinasa, please confirm you can hear me. So I can proceed. Perfect. Okay, now I was saying that choosing the right name for your business is a very, very challenging factor for a lot of business owners. They find it difficult to come up with a good name for their business in terms of a name that aligns with their mission, their vision, their purpose, and even their customers. Now, before we proceed, I'm going to read 3 important words of affirmation, and I want you to repeat it wherever you are. Just repeat it. Tell yourself, just repeat this affirmation and speak loud and clear to yourself. I am building a brand that matters. I am building a brand that matters. I have the wisdom to make great decisions for my business. I have the wisdom to make great decisions for my business. My ideas are valid and valuable. My ideas are valid and valuable. Okay, so while we continue, please share your expectations from today's session. What are you looking forward to gain from today's session? What are you looking forward to learn from today's session? So I'll be reading the comment while I proceed with what we have in today's um, agenda. So the first thing we need to talk about is why your business name matters. Now, like the saying goes, first impression matters. Sometimes choosing the right name for your business can make someone understand what you do without even asking you questions, right? So your brand name should not just be a label like the regular label you put in clothes. Don't be in a hurry to just say, okay, I want to start my business, let me just come up with a name. You put maybe your initial, your first name, or your surname, and just come up with a brand name. You need to take your time, you need to do your research, and you need to understand what your audience are interested in. So your brand name or your business name should speak to your identity, your purpose, and your target audience. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'm looking forward. I'm still waiting for your expectation. What are you looking forward to gain from today's session? Please share it in the comment section while we proceed. Okay, so why your business still on why your business name matters. A strong business name can open doors for you. I think I mentioned that earlier, and I will give you a typical example. Sometime in July last year, I used my recycling business to apply for a competition. I really didn't know how to go about the application process, but I just wanted to try my luck and apply for it. You won't believe that they were not impressed with my application, but they were impressed with my business name. And because of the business name, they were able to tell that, okay, this is what this person is into. And they went as far as checking my social media pages to see what, and that was how I got selected. I even went as far as winning it. So your brand name, your business name should be convincing. It should align with your purpose, your mission, and that of your customer. So you don't want to be in a hurry to pick a name that does not really align with these things, right? So I said a strong business name can open doors for you even without you introducing yourself, right? So why you pick this good name for your business, another thing you need to ensure is you need to represent this business everywhere you go. So if you're a fashion designer, for example, let's assume that your fashion brand is Afro Stitch. Look like it when you go out. First impression matters. I don't need to ask you, what do you do? Men looking at you, I should be able to tell that this person is a fashion designer, right? So take note of that. Always represent your brand everywhere you go. Now, a poor business name can confuse your customer. Example, Amaka Iron Stitches. I feel that name is too long. I feel that name aligns with you and not what you are doing. So I really don't like the idea of attaching your full name to form a brand. It's really not necessary. Sometimes you need to focus on what is that thing that I want to do. Is it recycling? Is it making dresses with African print? When you look at those things, you should be able to come up with different names, like brainstorm on different names before you go about naming that business. So you don't want to confuse your customers. Now, let me give you a typical example of that. Glow and Grow. When you hear the name Glow and Grow, the first thing that comes to your mind is skincare. Grow, motivational brand. So you don't want to confuse your customers by giving your brand a wrong name or a name that does not tally or align with what you are doing. Let's look at the characteristics of a good business name. It should be memorable. If I stumble on your business name, like even if it's a flash, if it passed me, even if it's a flash, I should be able to say, okay, I've seen this name somewhere. This person is into this person is into that. So by the time you put Amaka Awoture Stitches, how am I going to remember that there's a fashion brand called Amaka Awoture? So you want to pick a name that immediately I see it. In fact, it should be simple and short if possible, right? Okay, I'm looking at the comment section. I'm reading your expectation to get a brand name for my business, get a good business name, and to learn. Okay, that's fine. So that's why we are here. So as I was saying, the characteristics of a good business name should be memorable. It should be something that your customer or anybody can easily remember and even pronounce. Don't pick a name that is difficult to pronounce. Like some people, they infuse their tribe into it. It's okay to infuse your tribe, but it should be something that can your customers can pronounce and remember. It should be relevant. It should align with your business purpose, your product, and as well as what your services. Let it be relevant to that niche. If you are going to focus on provision, the name that you are picking should align with provision business. If it's fashion, it should align with fashion. Not just align with fashion is bulky. So what kind of fashion? Is it contemporary fashion? Is it recycling fashion? Is it African print fashion? It should align. Very, very important. Now, it should be unique. I mentioned my story about scrap to style, how my application was not appealing to them, but the brand name was appealing, and that was how I got selected for the program. So it should be unique in a way that it will stand you out from every other person that is doing the same thing that you are doing. It should be legally available. Now, this is the biggest mistake some people make. When you start your business, some people don't register the business immediately. Some people don't even research if other people are doing the business. They just go ahead and start doing what they want to do. We start doing proper research if other people are using the name. Do you understand? When I say legally available, like for example, let me use fabric shop. Fabric is generic. So obviously there will be somebody else that is using fabric shop. And by the time you start running that business, you don't do your research, maybe the business gets to 5 years, your customer end up knowing you for that name, fabric shop. It becomes difficult, especially when you find out that somebody else is using that name and the person has even registered it with CAC and trademark it. So this is you infringing on somebody's rights. So you want to take your time, do a proper research about that business name before you now go ahead and check if it's available on CAC. So on the group, I'm going to be sharing the CAC link, their portal link, so that when you brainstorm and come up with different names, you can always go to the CAC portal to see, is anybody using this name, right? Before you go ahead and say, okay, this is the name I want to use. Another trick you can do is using AI. You can go to Chat GPT, right? I don't know if, do you know Chat GPT? Let me hear in the comment section, please. Have you heard of Chat GPT before? An AI platform. Have you heard of Chat GPT before? Let me know. Yes or no? Okay. So I also share that on the WhatsApp group so that you'll be able to use this, leverage on this AI vision to do so many things. So with Chat GPT, you can just go to Chat GPT and say, okay, I want to start a business that ventured into using African print to create bespoke and ready to wear, and I plan to go global to target so and so or then. So ChatGPT, you can tell ChatGPT to suggest like 10 names or 5 names. Out of these 10 names, you will look at all of them. You will check if it's available on CAC, if somebody else is using it, and all of that. Then you now go ahead and pick the one that aligns with every single thing you want for that business, right? Then another thing you need to take note of is, okay, is this scalable? We are still on characteristics of a good business. Is this scalable? Now, don't ever make the mistake of adding things like .ng to your brand name, Niger, Nigeria, Africa. You don't want to remain in one place, or even Lagos. You don't want to remain in one place. You don't want to name your business something like So Niger. Are you just going to remain within Nigeria? Don't you plan to sell to other countries? So you want to pick a name that is scalable, that can go international, right? So instead of saying So Niger, you can pick something like Afro Stitch, right? So let's move to the next agenda. We are almost rounding up. Step to consider, or step to choosing the right name for your business. I already mentioned this one. Define your brand identity. It's very, very important for you to define your brand identity. What are your values? What are your mission? Who are your customers? What kind of thing are you selling to the customers? What are your customers' expectations? You have to research. Don't just jump into it just because you want to start a business. Okay. Like I also mentioned, brainstorm ideas. Write down like 5 to 10 different names, unique names that you are very, very sure, or maybe you are ready to research and check if people are using it on social media or anywhere, right? And if it's also available on CAC. So, like I also mentioned, check availability on CAC and even social media. Check if somebody else is using it on social media. Why is that? You don't want to, maybe let's say you pick a name Afro Stitch now, for example, and somebody else is using Afro Stitch on social media. So because you like that name and you want to use that name, you end up writing Afro underscore Stitch. You see that thing underscore, it's always looking like so many people are doing it. So you want to have that unique name that belongs to you and you alone. That's the name. if you have the resources to go ahead and trademark it so that you be able to use the name. Another thing you can do is to test to pick different names. You can go about asking people, look at this name. When you hear this name, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What do you think this brand does? Right? So you go about, you ask family and friends about the name. What do you think about the name? So their answer will also help you to make informed decision and ensure that it's very, very easy to spell and very, very easy to pronounce. Right? Then, okay, I already mentioned that you can secure it by trademarking it. Now, let's move to the other part. Now, I'm going to also tell you something. In terms of trademarking, there was one mistake I made with my fashion business. That my fashion business is latex creation. Start to start with my recycling business. So when I started in 2018, my brand logo was looking like that of multi-choice. Like if you look at multi-choice logo, you will think there is some kind of similarity. So because of that, I had to change the logo. And so in the course of changing the logo, then I went ahead to trademark my brand. That after doing CAC registration. So when you are shooting a logo, make sure it's very, very simple and not that this 3G logo that people that the right phone number. That is not a logo. So I think that this logo part will be another course or another session. So let's move forward. Now, why this live session is ongoing, can you share? I want this thing to be interactive. Why this live session is ongoing, can you share a name that popped in your head for your business? Share a name that popped in your head for your business that you will love to register. So when I see the name, I should be able to tell that this is what the business name is about. Share so I can give an audit or a review on that. Chioma Abu Ijoma Shinasta Ruth. If you are there, please share a name, a business name that popped in your head so I can review it and tell you if it's suitable or not. Alone. Okay, I want to believe this is into hair care, right? Looking at I'm talking to you, Abu. Looking at the name you picked, I think it's kind of confusing because it looks like a salon, like hair. It looks like a hair care brand. That is one. Then secondly, it looks like someone that used some kind of recycling to create hair accessories or something, like to maintain your hair or something. So I think we need to review your. Let me take your name down. I'm taking down your name so that I can review it. Then we have She Babe, She Babe Beads and accessory. You can see that the name is already too long. She Babe Beads is too long. Look at where I'm even pronouncing it like I'm going to bite my tongue. She Babe Beads and accessory. You can see that it's too long, right? So I'm taking note of you, Chioma. We are going to review. We are going to review that. Okay. Chinasa said favorite dishes. It's not bad, but this name of favor, I really don't think it's a good idea. You need to come up with other unique names that is not really tied down to names, right? So I'm taking note of you as well, Shinasta. Yes. So now let's wrap it up. We've been this session is supposed to be for 30 minutes and we are already 20 minutes down. So let's wrap this up so that we can move to the WhatsApp group. Rooty conventional. Are you into baking? If you're into baking, trust me, the rooty is not necessary. I'm taking note of your name as well, root. So we review it and you're going to tell me what the business is about so that we can brainstorm and come up with a very unique name. Okay, I didn't see Joma's own Personal Beauty Extra. The name is too long. The name is too long. Ijoma, I'm taking note of your name as well. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 5 of you, I'm going to review your business and then we come up with a business name together, right? If that's okay. So you are going to tell me what, when we get to the WhatsApp group, you are going to tell me what the business is about. I'll do an audit with you, then we can come up with a unique name for your business. Okay. So to wrap it up, I think that will be all. Your voice is breaking. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You can hear me. All right. So I was saying that all five of you that provided the business name that came to your mind, I'm going, when we get back to the WhatsApp group, I'm going to do a free audit for you. So we are going to review the names you picked. You are going to tell me the kind of business you want to venture into, and the kind of things you want to sell in that business, products, services, or and all of that. Then we come are we able to brainstorm different ideas, then you pick the one that you like. We also go to CAC, we go to social media to ensure that no other person is using the name, so that by the time you make up your mind that you want to register your business, it will be very very easy for you and the agent that is also going to register the business. Okay, so okay, so to end this session, back to the WhatsApp, you are going to share your feedback from today's session. And please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on social media. And before we round up, I want you to tell yourself this powerful word of affirmation. My brand had a name that carries power, purpose, and possibility. My brand had a name that carries power, purpose, and possibility. So please say these words of affirmation. I believe in words of affirmation. They are usually very, very powerful. But while you say these words of affirmation, please back it up with action. I hope that makes sense. Do you have any questions for me? Shoma, Abu, Ijoma, Ruth, Chinasa, do you have question for me? If you have any question, please share in the section. If you don't have questions, say no at the moment or no, so that we can round up. Ruth, Abu, Ijoma, Chinasa, Chioma, do you have questions? If you have questions, please let me know. Or you rather share it on the WhatsApp group. Okay, this is what we are going to do. Please repeat that affirmation. Okay. Um, my brand had a name that carries power, purpose, and possibility. My brand had a name that carries power, purpose, and possibility. So this is the word of affirmation. So we are going back to the WhatsApp group and I'm going to do a voice call so that it will be easy for you to express yourself. You know, sometimes when you write, it's difficult to express yourself. So the WhatsApp group, you're going to be able to you're going to do a voice call so that you can express yourself. Okay, so that you can express yourself, then I will hear directly from you. Okay. So thank you so much for joining today's session. And all of you are going to be getting a free business audit from me. Then you are getting 20% discount if you agree to register your business name with Toda Consult, that the brand with. So don't forget to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm looking forward to auditing your business name and picking a suitable business name for your business, right? So thank you so much for joining this session. Have a good evening. I will see you in the WhatsApp group. Bye for now. Okay.